Hi everyone, I'm back and I am needing to do a little more yellow, I think. I've already done this twice and this yellow a few times. I think I'm going to go with this yellow again because it's it'll dry flatter. But I mean like texturally flatter. I don't know if you can see, but this paint has a little more height. So this is the opposite side of the fish. I did not show myself painting it. I just got to the end and decided that the yellow is just not popping as bright as I would like. And I've done multiple coats. It's just this yellow is just not giving me good coverage. Did I hit it somewhere? Okay, I don't think I did. It's just not giving me good coverage. So I'm just going through again. And you get to see the finishing touch. These are kind of fake flowers, obviously. Because they have square middles and square leaves and triangle petals and just kind of an abstract. But my idea, again, is that each one will have two different sides. One side will be something very non-oriented abstract, as in it doesn't, oh God, did I just, look at that. Oh man, see, this is why, okay, come on, naughty me. I got so far, and I'm at the very end, and doing this in front of you guys, and messing up, and dragging my fingers and stuff. I don't think you're supposed to paint flat. You're supposed to paint not flat. Like, you're supposed to paint, like, up, with things up. And I have realized that I can't do that. I actually tried, not on camera, to paint on an easel. I have a little tiny easel. And goodness me, I just hated it. It was not as much fun as just painting flat. Maybe because I can turn things around and I like it that way, to just be able to, like, you know, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to get the right angle. I have been painting other stuff too. I will show that to you later. We'll have a little show and tell where I'm at in my processes. I have probably 7 or 8 double-sided canvases right now that are just drying. They're just blank and drying because, you know, when I put them together, I need to make sure that they're completely dry and flat. So I have to put them between books. to dry so that they dry flat, and then take them out every so often to air both sides and yada, yada, yada. I did try hair drying them. Hair drying them, that makes a lot of sense. I did try using a hair dryer to speed up that process. It did not speed up that process very well. And it was very time consuming because you don't want to get things too hot. So right now I'm just using baskets that I bought to So I'm using these baskets because they don't go all the way down within each other. There's like a little, let me see if I can show you. See? Can you see that? It's like a little gap in between. So I am throwing them all in little baskets to dry and then I'm pushing them back in a under books to flatten them. You know, best setup in the world here. But I am having a lot of fun. I'm excited. I have ordered some stuff online. Ordered something online that's going to help me do something with these canvases. And that should be interesting. So I don't know if this yellow is ever gonna be perfect. I might just give up after this coat because to me, it's not that big of a deal if it's not perfectly colored. But I have attempted to paint this so many times now, and I think part of the issue is just saturation and the paints I'm using. And I have used multiple coats, different colors, and I'm just not getting the yellow to be as bright as I would like. And the more I paint, I think the more frustrating it is for me, because I'm getting frustrated with it. Okay, so we're calling that one done because I'm just gonna leave it, and I'm gonna let the yellow dry, and then I will trim up the sides because you can see there are places where it's not quite right. So you over there to dry. Now this is the patina one. So this side is the abstract. And then this side, I did a design. It's very similar to the blue flowers that I did. And the reason I did that is my son really liked the blue flowers. So now I'm just trimming the edges of the two canvases so that they're not as janky. And yes, I've got better scissors. I probably should pull out better scissors. I have some really, really nice scissors around my house. I just don't keep them out because my children will use my scissors. Yeah, that's not good enough. On everything. And anybody that sews knows that the second you use scissors on paper, it ruins them. And this is not paper. This is canvas. It's cotton. So, but my sewing scissors, I do not want ruined. So I keep them up with all my sewing supplies. And I have not been sewing anything in a while, so there's that. And then I'll, this is dry, so I'll probably end up putting it in, yeah. Maybe I need to get out my better scissors for this trimming thing. There's definitely edges where it's kind of not as soft as I would like. But this is kind of what I've been doing is, so, making sure it's a picture on one side and then complete picture, nothing. It's all abstract. There we go. So, let's see. I've got a few more because I'm in the process. So like this one, what I've been doing also is whenever I have paint left over from a project, I'm throwing it on an empty canvas. So like I had some brown and blue left over. I just threw down brown and blue. I haven't finished painting it. I don't know what it's gonna be. I just threw the paint down as a background. So let me throw this over here. So then, let's see. Like this one and this one is just leftover paints. So you've probably seen some of these. Like this one is now like this. I'm gonna add something. I don't know what yet. Oh, I think you saw this one, and it was like a little vine. So this is more the abstract-y side, but it has at least it has a top. How's that? So, but the other side is purple flowers. And no offense to anybody, but I think these look like dangling body parts. So, I like this side. There's this. Again, I'm just taking all my leftover paints. This was all just leftover paints that I'm throwing on there. This one, the cupcake one, still doesn't have a back. This one has like clouds. This one is still blue. And this is the abstract side. And I did mess it up right here and a couple of other places, since you guys have seen it, because I got some paint splattered on it, and then I tried to wash it off, and now I've got to fix it. So yeah, not happy about that. So, and you can see all along the edges I got paint, and I'm just not happy. I'm gonna have to do something else on this one. I don't know what I'm doing on this, but did not put it in a secure location. Well, and then I started painting the other side and got paint on it because I'm a genius. So I think this probably will be my next one at some point. And all the rest of these have to get done. So I'm kind of looking around going, what needs some yellow paint? Because like I said, I'm trying to tie them all together. I'm going to do some yellow paint on this one real quick, because this seems to be my dumping. So whenever I have leftover paint, I'm just coming in and painting something with all my leftover paint. And again, I had a dump painting somewhere that I was going to do that with, and I don't know what happened to it. So, I'm just going to draw a line here. With my duct tape. Don't worry, I'll cover it. Not with yellow, probably. And that's what I'm doing. It's just coming in and dumping paint. See, I told you guys how I mirror unintentionally. I think I'm doing that, kind of. And the idea here is just, I'm just dumping as much paint as I can in different colors. And then I'm going to go over it with lines of different colors. So it's completely just, this is going to just be really abstract. And the other side is black right now. Black and silver. And I don't know what I'm going to do on that side. I might do some flowers. I might do something else. And I am trying to make my lines so that any place I see that there's like a little bit of like something I'm not happy with, I'm covering it. Like right here, I don't think you can see it, but there was like a little spot where it was like a white spot. And I'm fully cognitive of the fact that these lines, the colors are all just crazy. I'm good with that. Because that's, and I'm just trying to put them in the best place possible. And they're different colors of yellow, obviously. Maybe it doesn't look like it, but they are different shades of different colors. And sometimes I'm mixing colors together. And I might pile more colors on in different places. I just didn't for this one. I decided to use it for lines. So if I'm got leftover paint and I decide, okay, I'll cover a little of this or whatever, I might do that. But I kind of like this corner here, the way it was. I thought it was good there. And I'm probably going to end up having to go through these lines again. I'm going to let them dry, and then I'll go back through, and I'll line them again. The green, I didn't line again, which I'm fine with, because I'm like, you know what? I can always put another color over that. And maybe this is a bit crazy, but that's kind of what I'm going for. And if I decide I don't like it, I can just paint over it. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing this in yellow after I just got done saying yellow has horrible coverage. I can't seem to get the yellow to be the right colors. Yeah. But again, I can always color over it in another color, I guess. And this could be the primer. If I used a different brush, it wouldn't be like this as much. I think I don't know. See, do I have a piece of paper? Okay. See, I think I showed this on another video, but the thinner the brush, oh, that didn't do so bad, but here, let me. So when it's super thin, it's solid, but when it's not super thin, it gets like a hole in the middle. And that is definitely probably a technique issue with me. I'm just not, I don't know, pressing light enough? I don't know. So anyway, there's lines. And then I'm probably going to go back through and be like, anywhere else I need more vibrant yellow? Not that maybe here. And then I'll just grab a different paintbrush. And I'll come back in and I'll just start highlighting with yellow. Because that's what I've been doing, is I've just been kind of piling on colors. Like, wherever I'm like, yeah, that needs to be a little more vibrant, I'll just come in and add more. And then I'll get some more orange and I'll throw it on. And some of this was mixed and some of it's not mixed. Because it's acrylic. And it doesn't stay wet as long as oil paint. I'm just softening up my line here, the top of my line. Because I don't want it to be harsh. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just using up my paint as I go along. And you can see that I've been trying really hard, I think, to just not have like waste. And then it also kind of challenges me, because then I'm like, oh, well, what am I going to do with that? And then I have to think about, hey, what am I going to do with this? Because it's just a background. And then maybe I'm not going to... So it's helping me to be more experimental. And you may think some of these aren't very experimental, because you're like, really? That's experimental? Yeah. Like the purple flowers. Where's that? Where's my... This. You may think that's not very experimental, but so it's like purple on purple on purple. None of these flowers are the same. They may look very similar, but they're not. This isn't a stencil. This is me taking an object and starting on all fours, then going in the middle, and then drawing this part. So each one is slightly different. So you'll see how, like, this is thinner than this one, and then this one's really thin. That's just because none of them are exact. They may look really exact, but they're not. It wasn't a stencil, it was me drawing. And I did put a circle and then do all the petals and draw it all out. And then went in and painted. And I went in and I tried to paint 3 of each color. So like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then at the end, of course, you know, gray. I didn't have. And this isn't gray. It may look very gray, but that's actually a purple. It's just really gray compared to the other purples, but it's a purple. And this isn't actually pink. It's a purple too. I think if I were to show you. So on its own, I think you can see it's purple. But then when you see it next to the other purples, it's like, oh, that's not as purple. Then when you see that on its own, you're like, that's purple. But then when you see it with the rest of them, it looks gray. So there's my magic purple tricks. That's just the way it is. Sometimes when you're mixing colors and you put them next to each other, then they don't look the same. But these were all definitely purple. And this is even purple, but I don't think I can I magically do that? Or do I need to do a smaller hole? Smaller hole. So maybe you can see it's, oh my. Maybe you can see it's purple, but then it's not. So that was kind of experimentally, and so I got to see how the colors worked with each other, and that was fun. So, and I better not lay that down, because if I do, it's gonna get yellow on the back of it, and then I'm gonna get really mad and have to repaint, and it would be a big old thing. So, I got a bunch of these that I am kind of in the process of. And I'll be back, because I do need to make pigs fly. Oh, I'm sorry. Not pigs fly. I'm supposed to be making it rain bacon. Yeah. I'll be making it rain bacon. I think I'm going to use this one for making it rain bacon. I don't know how I'm going to make it rain bacon yet. I haven't decided. I haven't decided if I'm going little piggies or little piggies in actual bacon too. So, I'll be back.